Ahoy hoy YouTube, my name is Brandon and you're watching Throwback Thursday episode 11. This is a series where I throw Hitmonlee out there to kick nostalgia red in the face. And today's featured game, if you couldn't catch the opening reference over the title, is Pokémon Red. This game was released in 1996 in Japan, only to be localized in 1998 or 1999 depending where you lived. Just a quick disclosure, many of the things I'm about to say about Pokémon Red also apply to Pokémon Blue, Green, Yellow. Pokémon is a series you either loved or love. It's hailed as the best-selling RPG of all time and spawned an entire franchise that continues to this day. Pokémon Red, just simply said, was the foundation of the beast. The game begins with a boy living in a fictional Japanese world. He leaves his home to meet the legendary Professor Oak. His rival Blue, the grandson of the famous professor, shows up at the same meeting. Red picks a Pokemon, and of course, Blue picks the one Pokemon you're weak against. After a battle, you two part your ways to begin the journey of collecting multiple Pokemon, defeating gym leaders, and one-upping your rival Blue. Oddly enough, there isn't much to the story outside of that. Most of the story involves gym leaders and the quest to become the quote Pokemon Master. But at the core, few people play this game because of the story. You play this game because of the addictive quality. You begin the game with a starter Pokemon, you then capture, train, and level up these individual monsters. With a roster at 6 at a time, having a robust party is crucial. To add another layer, certain Pokemon have natural abilities, making it a rock, paper, scissors battle times 8. For example, using a fire type against a water type will yield poor results, but thunder on water, you're in the clear. Using your head to make gambles in a clutch situation is just priceless when it comes to Pokemon games. I think an underrated component that makes this game really addictive is the fact that you're always in the action. RPGs tend to expand on story for a while, but for Pokemon, you get in a fight more often than you're not. If you focus on purely becoming a Pokemon Master, you'll run into trouble fast. Even back then, to collect all 150 Pokemon, you had to buy a second game, a link cable, and a second Game Boy just to make sure everything was logged correctly.
You can't catch all 150 Pokemon by yourself.
So close.
You need a friend to trade with. So you can grab a link cable and a friend with a Game Boy, and with both packs you can catch them all. Gotcha.
It was a smart move for OCD gamers like myself, but I think it's a sneaky move just to increase sales. Either way, I did it. In fact, it leads me to my Cool Story Bro segment of the week. I might be one of the few people who actually beat Pokemon across the board. Yes, even as a kid, I found a way to fork up money for every version of Pokemon from Generation 1 to Generation 2. I captured 151 Pokemon Sun via the Mew trick and 250 in Generation 2. For anyone wondering, that's 500 hours, I want to say, spanning across 6 games. Once Pokemon started getting beyond the original 150, it started to lose its appeal to me. The number right now might be at 300, maybe 500 Pokemon. It's just ridiculous how much there is to keep track of. But as every generation of Pokemon has gone by, you could argue that they've built to improve. For example, this game was made in 1996. There wasn't even color yet in the Game Boys. Pokemon games have also improved when it came to music, story, and a small part gameplay, I find. The recommendation for this week is a parody of a Pokemon trailer that was released a few years ago. It's a really interesting take on making Pokemon dark and gritty. My friend said it's something like Christopher Nolan meets Pokemon. I wish this movie got made, but I doubt they'd ever get the license to do it. Regardless of my personal qualms with the series, I can't deny that Pokemon Red and Blue changed the industry and made RPGs accessible to an entire younger generation. But enough of me. What did you guys all think of Pokemon Red? Did you like it compared to Blue? What memories do you have of the original Pokemon games? Tell me in the comments below. And if you could, hit like, I always appreciate it. Helps me out and gets more people to see this series. If you want to, you can check the description below. There's a link to more episodes of Throwback Thursday. As always, everyone, TYT bye yo.
Hey, little buddy, want to ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon?
Gotcha.
On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and